Hi everybody, it's Michelle and it is time for One Book July 2020. The One Book July Challenge started back in 2013 and it was a way to kind of reevaluate your planning system in the middle of the year to see what you really need, what you don't need, what you can live without, and how to get back to the basics of planning. And it's evolved from that point. And I joined the team. This is my third year, so it was back in 2018, to kind of give a digital spin on the whole One Book July challenge. Now, this year, it's a little bit different because things are so different in our world right now. And I don't know about you guys, but planning hasn't been a major focus for me at this point. We're just trying to make it through day by day at this time. We were doing homeschooling and, everybody's home all day. We're all cooped up in the house, not really doing anything. So things have been much different, but we decided to go ahead and keep up with the challenge this year just to keep it going. Maybe some people want to refocus on their planning. Some people, if you've found yourself maybe just using one planner when before you were using 4 or 5, it's a good time to just kind of reevaluate all of that. Now, the theme for this year is One Book July 2020, Pick and Mix, which means picking what you want to do maybe out of the previous challenges that have been throughout the year. And I'll put a link below to the channel that is specifically for One Book July, and you can see what's been done in the past. Now, I do know the team is RHOMANY from Romany's Realm, CARIE HARLING from Dispatches from the Frat House, and Miss Vicky B, and myself. Now, everybody has their own YouTube channel. You can check out all their intro videos, and I'll try to remember to link all of that down in the description, everybody's intro video, to see what they are doing. But basically, I believe RHOMANY is doing a creative project for the month, maybe 1 or 2 creative projects, plus kind of getting a look at her bullet journal that she has continued to do, which was last year's challenge, was the bullet journal method. Now, Miss Vicky B, I believe, is doing her bullet journal like 1 year on, and maybe another little side project. And CARIE HARLING is doing another read along, and this year it is for The One Thing, and I will show you this book here. And I have read this book previously. It's been maybe 3 years ago at least, and I'm going to be doing the read along with her also, and kind of trying to incorporate that into my digital planner. So if you want to do the read along, I really recommend that you watch her intro video and see. She'll be picking out the important parts of the video, and each week doing a follow-up video to see how that's going. And I'm going to be doing that with her and incorporating it into my digital planner. And this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing my digital planning, plus I always have my backup planner, paper planner, that I carry with me most of the time, not always, and it's just a Hobonichi Weeks that I have here in this cover, and that is my paper planner. That is my backup system. Even though I love digital, I have to have paper also, always paper, some sort of paper planning. So this is the gist of One Book July this year. I'm going to go through very quickly how I plan to actually use this system for the month. I don't want this to be a really long intro video because I'll show you at the end of each week kind of how things have been going for me. But when I'm home, this is what I'm using. I use my iPad. My planner is here in OneNote. It is my OneNote planner. And I have my monthly view. Everything goes on this as an overview of the entire month. And then I will break this down by the week. That's how I usually do things. But for this month, because I'm going to be focusing on the book, The One Thing, which means, you focus on the one thing that you can do that'll give you like 80% of the results that you need. You just need to focus on that. That's the basic concept of the book. So each week I have my schedule, and this is just what I go back in and I do my time tracking to see what I'm doing each day. I don't do any planning on this page. This is just for me to go back and see where all my time is going. Now, I had been using my dashboard pages to kind of plan the week out. And at this point, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to use these. I have it here just in case, ready to go, starting tomorrow, which is Monday, which is when I'm gonna start, even though it's the 29th. I wanna have the full week. But I decided to add in these vertical pages because for me, even though I wanna focus on one thing, in my mind, I still kind of separate that out into different areas, which is work, house, and health. So each day I want to have my focus for work, my focus for the house, and my focus for health. And every day I may not have something to focus for on the house because I might just be totally focused on work for the day. So I'll just skip those days here. But this will give me a way to kind of work out, even though it may be one thing that I'm focusing on for work, there might be steps underneath it. And I can list all that out here in that top column. So this is my thinking for right now, how I kind of wanted to go about doing my One Book July in this planner. So maybe I'll give a general overview on this dashboard page, list out everything I know that I need to do for the week, and if it's on a particular day, I can put it on that day. I have a habit tracker down here where I can track some habits if I want to. And then for these things that I'm focusing on for the day, then bring them over here into these sections and kind of jot out my steps for getting that one thing done for that day. I think that makes sense. In my mind, it makes sense. So this is how I plan on going forward in using this planner. Now, I don't know if I'm going to read through the entire book all at once and do that, or try to follow along with the way that Carrie's going to be doing a section of the book a week, I believe. So we'll see. I'm going to make up my mind about that later today and see how that goes. But when I'm home, this is what I use. I use this because I like having all this space in my iPad and using my pencil to write things out. I do have all the other equipment. I can use my Surface Book, I can use my laptop, I can use my desktop PC, anything to work in my planner because it's all in OneNote. And it just kind of syncs across all of my different devices. Now, I also have it on my phone. So I don't take this with me when I leave the house. I take my phone everywhere it goes with me. I'm never without my phone. So I can always reference things in my phone if I need to. And since it's a note, I can actually write things in very easily with my pen and add things to it. Now, because I've always been a paper planner, on top of being a digital planner, I do have my Hobonichi Weeks. It's in this cover, and I can't even remember what this cover is. I bought it on JetPens. It came with a planner installed, and it's just like a personal size planner, but it fits in here. I modified the case. I added in some elastics to hold my weeks in here, and the weeks is just more like a scrapbook for me, or a diary or journal. And I will just kind of jot in what's going on, each little snippet for the day in here. Sometimes I might keep track of some things there, some to-dos, but this is not my planner. It's a reference book for me. This is a good way for me to use up stickers and all of that washi tape and stuff that I still have so much of and I like using. So I do a little bit of decoration. Sometimes I add in pictures, stickers, things that are going on. Now, it kind of got wonky here during quarantine because I wasn't doing much. I had some blank pages, really almost totally blank. But these past few weeks I have been using it again to try to make sure that I'm keeping track of things that I want to remember in the future, to where I can just pull this little book out and see. And in the back I have reference pages, that things that would be like in a collection in a bullet journal, they go back here in the back of things that I just need to remember. When I'll know that 2020, go look in the back of this book and see what notes I have for these things. And this is my summer list. Usually this is totally filled out on summer activities that we can go do. This year it is not, because there's nothing that we can really go do. So we did do a Jurassic Quest, which was pretty cool. They set up this total exhibit in the parking lot, and it was a drive-through, and that was pretty good. It was all dinosaurs, so it was cool. We can go swimming, we can watch fireworks. We have a couple of birthdays, which actually today is one birthday and another birthday on Thursday, but we can't have any birthday parties. So and then we had camp, and camp is going on right now, but it's virtual camp. It's all online, so that's it. And that is all that I have for my summer list, because everything is closing back down. Things were starting to open up, and now they're closing down again because the coronavirus has really made a comeback here in the state of Texas, and it is getting much worse, and so things are starting to close back down, and we're trying to be very careful about any place that we go, and I try to not take the kids anywhere because I don't want them to get exposed. But this is my weeks. I did put in one of the little notebooks in the back to keep some notes daily if I needed to, and jot things down, and that's just here. Sometimes I keep a different notebook, and it's more like a bullet journal, but I don't need that right now. It's just really not necessary at all because we're not doing much of anything. And this is the cover. I love this cover because it has this little back pocket here too, and it's so compact. It fits in pretty much any bag that I want to carry around with me. So that's my paper planner. That's the backup for my digital planner. So that's it, you guys. This is how I am planning to go forward with One Book July this year, using my digital planner. And the great thing about that is I can add in anything that I want. If I'm taking notes on something, I just add in a blank page and take notes, and it's all right there in my planner, and I can access it from anywhere. So I'm gonna have my digital planner, then that goes with me everywhere in my phone, and then I also have my paper planner as a backup, and this gives me my chance to use up all the pretty little stickers and the washi tape and everything that I have around here that I really want to get used to. If you have any questions about One Book July, just put it down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I will make sure to put those links to the other intro videos and the channel so that you can check out the past years. If you're just found me because of digital planning and you're not familiar with this, this is a really great challenge, because sometimes even with digital planning, it can become overwhelming because you have so many different digital planners actually in your iPad, and you're flipping back and forth and just trying to figure out what it is that you want to use. So it's a good time to kind of reevaluate that also. See if maybe you can combine some things together into one planner. That is a great idea. That's why I love OneNote, because I can do that in OneNote. I can have several different types of formats all in one planner, and it's all right there for me. So just put your questions below and I'll get back to you. You guys have a great day and good luck with your One Book July.